Hello, Victor here from RestoringMercedes.com, and this throttle body is for Mike in California. Alright Mike, so I got this unit fixed for you. Wires were really bad. Actually, I sent you some pictures in your email, so you can see by pictures that basically insulation was falling off right off. It was bad. I mean, I have units come in with wires just starting to short out. Yours were like terrible. So one of the worst ones, you know, like 1 to 10, I would say it would have been around 8. So it's pretty bad. So anyway, all the wires are replaced, all the way from the electrical board all the way to the connector. As you can see, connector was cut open. I soldered wires directly to terminals, so brand new now. Very nice heat resistant wires. The gasket looks really nice to me, actually. It's like kind of rare to find gaskets that are stuck to this unit so nicely. So I would say I would reuse it. If it would be my unit, I would reuse it. I would just put a bead of silicone, very thin bead though, a little bit, because gasket is nice and smooth. I can feel it with my finger. It's really smooth. So I would just put like just a bead of silicone, tiny little bead, like 1/8 of an inch or so around, and be done with it. I cleaned it the best I could, and some of the stuff is just pure dirt. I mean, it's etched in, and I do not want to scrub it because surfaces are polished, and you don't really want to mess up the polishing surface with some you know, like Brillos or wire brush or whatever, something that can scratch it. I do not want to really do that. I left it along the best I could, clean it with carburetor cleaner and toothbrush. That's all I could do, and you know, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, you know, just a couple of spots here and there that could have not been cleaned off because they're etched in. So you can see internally, looks to be 500 SL unit. So cleaned the case the best I could, and now we're going to energize it. Right now the unit is off, as you can see. That's when limp mode comes in, when you have no throttle pedal. So I'm gonna plug it into the e-gas module right here. I have here's the e-gas. So that's the one that, I mean, that's of S320, but regardless, it's ASR unit is gonna work just the same. So we're gonna plug it in right now. Okay, so connector is in, and we're gonna energize it right here, and that's the switch to energize it. See, so we're gonna put it on. You can see the throttle body twitched a little bit, get itself back into idle position, and basically there we have it. I mean, it works nice. I made sure that this thing is free now because it was a little stuck, the lever. So now it's pretty good. I opened up both cases, cleaned out the potentiometer, I cleaned up the gears and you know, whatever's under this case. You know, the remains of old insulation from the wires, I also cleaned them up, so it's nice and clean. I siliconed it all around, so now it works perfectly fine. So I don't see any problems with this unit. It was actually not that bad. The unit itself internally, the wear was not terrible. So I've seen units way worse than that. So this one does not look that bad. You'll be fine with it for many more miles to go. Now the next step would be is to basically leave it energized with my e-gas module on the bench, because when it gets hot, then we're gonna check for the clutch coil. 99.9% is gonna work. It rarely failed on me. It's like 1 or 2 cases only when I would just come over and inspect it after overnight, like 12 hours, like 10 hours, 8 hours being energized, and then I come back and the unit does not work. It's like 1 or 2 units only. So usually clutch coil fails, and it fails completely and does not work at all. And this thing, it started to work right away, so I don't see a problem with it. The motor was not stuck, it moved nice and free. I checked the volt, you know, I just put the power to the motor, moved it back and forth, so it worked just fine. And you can see it it does work right now pretty much perfectly fine. The sudden motion is what you want, because if something is wrong, if the readings are bad, then it will shut right down. So this unit is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna leave it on energized overnight, and if everything checks out fine, I already got your money order, so I'm just gonna mail it back to you tomorrow morning, and you should get it in 2 days, so you should be fine. I'll give you a call, let you know that it's on its way, so you know when to expect it. Alright, it's all good now, and for more information you can visit my website, restoreyourmercedes.com. Thanks for watching.